History is used to hiding the truth behind gilded frames and layers of varnish. We are used to seeing them as icons of greatness, but time has erased the details that made their subjects tremble in terror. Today, we tear the mask off the past. We breathe life back into those whose names became synonymous with power, pain, and madness. Look into the eyes of the true monarchs, spared by neither their throne nor nature itself. The most powerful king of England who defied God himself for an heir, only to end his days as a prisoner of his own decaying body. To secure a son, Henry triggered the greatest religious schism in history and replaced 6 wives. Their fates are immortalized in the famous rhyme, divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived. Henry founded the British Navy and was a brilliant intellectual, but by the end of his life, his weight neared 450 pounds. Chronic leg wounds refused to heal for years, literally consuming him from within and shackling him to a chair. The king had to be moved on special mechanical lifts, unable to take a single step on his own. The finale of His Majesty was truly haunting. During the funeral procession, the monarch's body, unable to withstand the internal pressure, literally exploded inside the coffin, leaving behind only a grim legend of the end of an earthly god. Henry's daughter Elizabeth ascended the throne as a symbol of purity, yet she continued the dark family tradition of physical self-destruction. The great Virgin Queen defeated the invincible Armada and conquered the oceans, but she utterly lost the war against her own appearance. Following a bout of smallpox, her face was left a lunar landscape of deep scars. In a desperate bid to reclaim the look of a goddess, she layered her skin with Venetian ceruse, a thick mask of lead and vinegar. For decades, this poison slowly leached into her bloodstream, causing hair loss, kidney failure, and corroding her living flesh, until the queen's face turned into gray, lifeless parchment, webbed with deep cracks. By the end of her reign, her appearance had become a waking nightmare. Beneath the vibrant red wig lay a completely bald head, and her mouth was filled with blackened, decaying teeth that emitted an unbearable stench, the result of her crippling sugar addiction and the era's lack of dentistry. Elizabeth spiraled into a state of manic paranoia, banning all mirrors in the palace, unable to endure the truth of her own decomposition. She forced her courtiers to spend hours applying makeup to her living corpse, crafting the mask of the Eternal Virgin. England's golden era was built against the backdrop of this slow rot, hidden beneath fine silks and jewels. The image of the Sun Queen was merely a gruesome facade, concealing the agony of dying flesh and the scent of death that filled even her closest advisors with pure dread. The man who inspired the world's most famous vampire didn't drink blood, he preferred to watch it drench his dinner table. Vlad the Impaler turned cruelty into an art of intimidation. His preferred method was impalement, carefully calculating the thickness of the stakes so the victims would suffer for days. His most infamous act was the Forest of the Impaled, where he displayed 20,000 prisoners before the advancing Ottoman army, forcing the Sultan to retreat in pure horror. His appearance was just as terrifying, massive bulging eyes that seemingly never blinked, and a predatory profile. He didn't just kill, he created visual installations of death, believing that only absolute terror could maintain order in his land. He was the king of the world's greatest empire, yet he could not even chew his own food. Charles became the final point of centuries of inbreeding within the Habsburg dynasty. His genetic code was so damaged that contemporaries called him the Bewitched. Even by the medical standards of the 17th century, Charles II's condition was catastrophic. Due to profound genetic degradation, he suffered from epilepsy and severe developmental delays. The king could not speak until the age of 4, walk until 8, and only began to read at 10. His physical appearance was equally anomalous. Standing 1.92 meters tall, he possessed a disproportionately large head. While an average person has 32 different ancestors in the fifth generation, Charles II, due to consanguineous marriages in his lineage, had only 10, and all 8 of his great-grandparents were descended from Joanna the Purse the Mad. His lower jaw was so enormous that his teeth did not meet, and a giant tongue prevented him from speaking clearly. He suffered from hallucinations, epilepsy, and premature aging. At the age of 30, he looked like an elderly man. His life was a succession of illnesses and exorcisms, as doctors believed the king was cursed by the devil. Charles left behind the ruins of an empire and haunting portraits that serve as the ultimate warning against violating the laws of biology. He was called the Terrible, not for his greatness, but for an unpredictable rage that didn't spare even his own blood. The first Russian Tsar suffered from agonizing pain caused by a spinal disease. To dull it, he ingested mercury, which slowly destroyed his mind, triggering fits of paranoia. Ivan created the Oprichnina, a personal guard in black robes who carried dog heads on their saddles, symbolizing their readiness to bite out treason. The climax of his madness was the murder of his own son in a fit of rage. Modern reconstructions reveal the face of a man whose soul was scorched by constant pain and the fear of conspiracy. He was a genius who turned his own life and a great nation into ashes. Greatness has always had its price, and for these monarchs, that price was beyond measure. Power gave them the right to rule over millions, but it could not protect them from decay, madness, or the laws of biology. Beneath the gold and ermine were prisoners of their own bodies, trapped in cages of pain and fear. We brought their faces to life not for admiration, but as a reminder, no matter how much like gods they seemed, time and nature always reclaim their own.